Uh, Lions, tigers, bears. How come no? It's not the best camera. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter because I'm. Why can't I'm just looking at the wall? Guys, I was prepping for beds. Why can't you guys see me? It says my camera's on. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Don't do me greasy. Okay, so I just want to talk about bears, right? Like, since it was recommended, fuck. All right, guys, come on. All right, I guess you don't have to fucking see me. I look pretty decent. Like, I want the world to see. Like, yeah, like I look pretty. How good I look at all times. Regardless of my situation. Like, I make fucking homelessness look fucking fashionable, guys. But anyhow, regarding bears, because I talked about Joe Rogan's comedic genius, and then somebody commented, hey, check his vid on bears. Hey, other person in here, I don't know, I saw they left. Nobody ever befriends me, not even fucking bears. I'm like, we have that hibernation thing in common, guys. Come on, I'm not that scary. I'm not scary like a bear, honestly. I don't know what the streets say, but come on, I don't even. Oh my god. All right. Um. Oh my. What the fuck? Why is it, guys? Tech guys. Is Nerve here? Does he have a mega superpower wizard program he can recommend, but not? But so as far as bears, so I don't know what the fucking intention was behind you. I don't know anymore, guys, because I have every right to believe that anyone commenting on my channel usually is saying something out of like there's some weird like they think I know what they're talking about. I really fucking don't. It's so funny how two like people can know so much about each other, like no, but yet not. It's fucking weird, guys. But anyhow, bears, the Joe Rogan thing. Apparently, you're scared of them, or where? I don't fucking know. Like bears are as far as them. Okay, here's my experience with bears. You know how I feel about animal symbolism. That's why, like I said, I enjoy Joe Rogan's talking of animals because I've always connected with. That was like one of my first introductions into spirituality or whatever connection, right, to a higher power. I've mentioned Earth Spirit, the Earth, and animals. You just start talking, like realize that everything's alive. Yeah, really. Like I said, I wouldn't say yes, I guess it started the Kundalini, unblockaging or whatever. But anyhow, bears. So when I lived in Tioga County, I had two bear like sightings, right? I just, the thing with texting me is it's just never fucking consistent, like truly ever with me. Like when it comes to me, it's just like if fucking. Why wouldn't the chaos extend to electronics? And this is before all you use were like the world was like watching me, but I'm just, people just happen to know what I'm always like. Come on. At this point, I embrace it. Like I said, if you can't beat them, join. Like we're in this together, guys. Like I gotta be me, I want you to get to know the real me. I ain't gonna hide nothing. I might not like go number two. I don't really like. Let's not get too personal. There's like some things that are best. Anyhow, bears. So when I lived in Tioga County, I I had two bear encounters. They are creepy because when both times I saw them, they were running across like an area and it grabs your attention, which most animals in the wild kind of do. Even deer. Like I used to feed deer at Wapiti apartments, right? I used to cut up apples and shit, and like, while I was being a night owl, while I was being a night owl or early morning person, and I'd happen to look out the window or like feed the cats and not check before oh my god, because guys, like you'd rather see me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather see me too. So it's just the fucking facts, all right? So let's see, what's all this shit? Oh shit, I don't want you guys seeing what's going on. Come on. So anyhow, but like, so they're just kind of like they catch your animals in the wild, just kind of catch you off guard. Anyway, bears in particular, when they're running, are fucking creepy. They don't even have to be. They could be running away from you, and they're like, "What?" There's just something like their shape because it's not quite doggish. They're not quite. They're a unique shape, and they're big. and you wouldn't think they run fast. There is something creepy about them. Anyhow, the first run-in I had, or runaway like encounter, right? It's very their symbolism when a bear actually just crosses your path. At least for me, they've always been very significant to like family symbolism because um, first encounter when I had my son Damon, I thought, okay, guys, I had like this thing called back labor. Like, I guess it's a thing. So I don't even know what. Like, I thought I was having thought I was going into labor, right? And I kind of was. We went to the hospital. I ended up getting sent home, and then going back 12 hours later for like Damon's like birthday. So that first trip up to the hospital when they turned me, when I first thought I was having like labor pains or whatever. A bear ran in front of Joe and I while we were driving, and it's like it was like was that you don't know. There's always like a can't process it because it is kind of traumatizing the way that they're just shaped. There's no other. They're like a weird mix. It's like a kid drew an animal or something. Like a kid drew up the body of a bear because whatever. But um, so that was interesting, right? Had on the way to delivery of Damon, basically. And the other time one ran across was when Annie was visiting Joe and I. And if you do or don't know, I've been trying to share it's just a process. It was a process to get back to dysfunctional, right? And this particular time was extra stressful. Okay, this visit, and this was back in Damon was born in 2015. This one that I'm talking about was, I want to say, I think 2020. And like I said, stressful visit. And as this time was actually leaving, okay, because it was one of those things where, okay, I'm going to leave. I'm staying longer. I'm going to leave. And then something happened with the car. She had to come back, like, in an extended, one of those things. All right. So when she actually fucking left, for reals, okay, we're driving back and I didn't know. I'm like, oh my, am I gonna have to go? I didn't feel quite at ease yet, right, guys? But a bear ran in front of us on our path, like just on the regular road. It was so random, right? But clearly, there's always like some kind of familial, for me, symbolism pertaining to bear. It made me feel better. Now I used to get real deep with the animal symbolism, like to the point where like I couldn't sing the song lyrics. I'm like, life is too deep. I just can't. I can't be looking at like you could really go deep with it. Like when you have if your life is like just miserable, right, and sad and pathetic, guys, it's okay to admit it. I'm saying it. Mine still pretty much is, but I just seem happy. I'm like upbeat about it, right? At least I ain't spreading no fucking misery to others, right? If I say so, in my humble opinion. But when it was real pathetic, right? Like I would look for things, like take walks out in nature in Oakland as much as you can there, and between plants, bugs, any kind of experience with nature. I was like, please let me see something cool, right? Like look for that. But I would, that's how I learned of the mullein plant. Because I'm like, what's that fuzzy green plant? I've never seen a plant so fuzzy. And then, I looked it up. But yeah, similar. You could go really deep with it, But when you have like real standout ones, like the bear thing, they're pretty fucking significant. So for me, it's pretty powerful symbol to have. Like it's a good sign when you see a bear crossing your path. I don't know if they were black bears, brown. I don't know. It was Tioga County, Pennsylvania. Okay. That much I know. 2 different towns. But the way bears walk and shit is just creepy, But I've never been scared. Do I love bears? I wouldn't say go that far. I've always found them funny. My ex Sean, actually, his pet name for me was Bear for some reason. And my stalker Gonzo, I was dating Sean at this time, right? This is like 2013. 2012, yeah, like 2012, 2013, something, right? Yeah, around this time, and I was dating Sean, okay? And Gonzo's, you not a bear, you a tiger, or something like that. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're not a bear, you're I'm both fellas. Or hey, you guys, all you fellas out there want to sit and argue over what fucking animal I am. Not include me in it or something. I don't know. You fucking guys are you men are fucking or whatever's dudes, you dudes out there, fucking, I can't, I shan't. I ain't, I said, I I thought maybe I said by curious because I just always had this very scenario right here, but I ain't no fan of fucking women either, or that's a loose term too in my world. Okay, I think you're better. Any bisexual kids out there, peoples, like you, ladies, and you're thinking like, oh man, like maybe I should try. No, don't go to no. Okay, just stick. The women are, as far as my history, I see some fucking dangerous. But that's me being a woman. But so to date one, they always want to murder me, guys. Like it feels like women want to murder me more than men. I think who finds me more like should I do a poll? I'm so curious. Is it more men who want me murdered or find me murderable, right? Or is it women? Because I feel like men who want me let's think. Okay, well, first of all, bears. Okay, so my thing with bears is this. I've mentioned the scary Fun Time Pizza mechanical bear. Okay, and go guys, go look it up right now. Fun Time Pizza bear band or something, and look at the or Fun Time Pizza band bear character. Right? You tell me that ain't fucking scary. Okay, that's where I've been scared of bears, but yeah, they're just kind of a weird shaped creature, and they are. I always, I always understood them as gentle, but I've always found them funny. Like I posted memes on Facebook about like there's like a bear in what are the carts that you crack? They're not go karts. I used to love them. I used to ride them with my dad all the time. Bumper cars. It's like an old school bumper. There's just something funny about bears, in my opinion. They make me fucking laugh. I don't know. Like you see them sitting on the meme where it's sitting at the picnic table. I don't know. I've always thought like they're really not that aggressive towards humans. I think it would be more your react. Maybe they're just very. I don't know. I've never really researched bears like that. I don't know. Bear symbolism for me has always been pretty intense. It's always like at very significant points in my familial life, right? Maybe that's like what's the movie with the Disney, um, the Scottish one or whatever with the bear and Brother Bear. That movie's fucking sad. Brother Bear, Disney. Yeah, there's just something like to me. There's something sad about them. I dig the hibernation thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I could get down with that. I get down with that. But yeah, I feel like they just. But the thing with insect. Okay, so they're just a weird shape. Bears. They don't fit any one particular like. like like farm animals, right? Like horse, cow, cattle. They have kind of like they're different species, yes, but they kind of have like a general like shape or whatever. Eh? Like bears are just like I said, it's like Damon just drew like his first like some kid art, right, or something. I think they're cute. Certainly I wouldn't want to like encounter one, but I think if you just know how to react, I don't know. Maybe time, please. I've always just found ocean creatures terrifying. I told you guys, whales. How could I don't know? How could you fucking not? I told you, even in Moana, where Maui he goes in the air and he shapeshifts into a whale, and he's oh my god, no! And whales need to stay in the ocean, right? Like I can't imagine that. Just whales flying out in the air and shit. That'd be terrifying. But I had read or heard of a theory once, like why people are so freaked out with insects, right? Is because there's not really any like relatable to us like features on them, right? Like there's like usually animals have like there's a cuteness, like their eyes are like kind of cute, something we find relatable, right? With other animals for the most part. but insects are just so unlike us. They're alien-like, right? In comparison to us, are we alien-like to them? Which is correct? I don't know, guys. Go ask go ask the news stations. All right, they'll go. Or people who like to argue over dumb shit. That ain't me, right? Well, not that dumb. My interpretation. Okay, first go figure out what dumb means to you, and then see, like whatever I just said. But yeah, like no, I've never found gorillas. I found scared because I've mentioned somewhat that my uncle, when I was little, dressed up as a legit, like full blown fucking gorilla costume and just started chasing me around the house. Guys, if you want, I don't have family like that, right? My family ain't right, and okay, like it always comes on me, and like my sister, my sister is as normal as I think. Ain't nothing normal about my fucking life, guys. There ain't no fucking pity that I'm seeking either. It's just like it's always bugged me when people who don't understand that, like they're like, how can people get in situations like da 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 da? And it's like, people, do you know what it's like to have like no actual, like there's just people out there, like what? Okay, yes, I was none of my choices in life, guys, were that bad to where my family disowned me. Okay, no, and I will never buy that. I ain't playing that fucking role. No, they've always been fucking weird. I'm pretty. Guys, you should really, world. You should thank me. You should fucking thank me for not going out and like harassing you or being this character that you're trying to portray. You should be fucking grateful I ain't. You fucking you fucking liars and like character smears and shit. You're the punishment coming down on you for that is that you should be on your knees thanking me for the lady I didn't turn into. Given certain, you're trying to paint me out that way. You should be fucking thanking me. Okay, that I ain't spreading that around to other people and shit. Whatever. Fucking, you can't fucking. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. What's that person? What the fuck do you want? All right, like, see, Nerve Gorilla. All right, I was talking about bears. I plan on going fucking logging out, and now it's gonna look like I'm lying. You're in here. What do you want? You want to chat? I'll stay up. Let's do this. What? What? Come on. What's up? Don't act like you don't know how to type. You fucking digital wizard, master of all digital programming and shit. Come on. No, I'd rather voice chat. I'm at work anyway. You'd rather voice chat. I'll voice chat with you, but I want it recorded. Told you that. What do you want for? Okay, let's make an arrangement now. No, I'd rather voice chat. I'm at work anyway. Okay, what is a good time and date for you to do that then? I want it recorded. I want it live, and I want us both on there. I'm very open. Doesn't have to be childish. I'm open to insulting each other as long as there's somewhat of a civil discussion. So please answer me that, Nerve Gorilla or Nerve, or that's just what I'm gonna call you. Hi, you guys look playing. All of you look playing hard to get. Always want me thinking about you. You have 5 minutes slow mode chat on. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do. So this is very difficult to tomorrow morning voice live chat. Okay, yeah, because I only got till 11 a.m. Before I'm guaranteed internet, so it'd have to be before 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, but let it be known, I ain't no little punk ass bitch. If something happens in my life, it's not easy to plan these days in my life. So if I know I'm not backing out like. I'm too serene, Irene. All right, I'm always DTT. I'm down to talk, or DTC, down to chat. Anyhow, Nerve. Good night. I look forward to chatting with you. But yes, please, let's try to keep it somewhat respectable and civil. But certainly we can joke. Bam, CST, you won't have internet tomorrow. 8 a.m. CST, 8 a.m. Central, right? What are you guys, 2 hours behind me? So 8 Central would be 10 my time, right? I believe. Correct. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just used to troll. I'm used to use types. So I put slow mo. I try to turn comments off. I don't want to live chat with people. I just come on here for so I don't have to store and upload and shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. I will turn it off. I believe 10 a.m. my time is 8 a.m. your time. So yes, I would be available, but for maybe a half hour or an hour at most. You won't have internet tomorrow. Most likely, I'm not guaranteed. My life right now is mm, vagabondish. It's not it's so liberating, you know. I understand. Yeah, I'll send a link tomorrow. Hopefully, you get it and YouTube doesn't block. Okay, wow, there's quite a bit of you in here, right? What's going on? Are you all the same pair? I don't know. Are you all like one body, but you're all, I don't fucking know. I'll be on here, guys. Just know if we don't communicate tomorrow, right? Or guys, whomever's, anybody that wants to fucking chat with me is welcome to. I'll be on here. I'll be on here at 10 a.m. Okay, now this shit's going out. All right, guys. But I'm just let it be known. I ain't punking out. I ain't no bitch. If something happens, it's total coincidence. I will be back. All right, because I would like the opportunity to talk to others without this weird covert bullshit. I'm the same guy, but 5 minutes slow mo. All right, guys. So we're done with that combo. So shall we have it? It's a date then, right? It's a date. It's a date for my 10 a.m. You send me a link through YouTube. Oh, come on. Whatever. You don't have to see me. But Nerve Gorilla or Nerve, I was wrapping up about bears because somebody, like, I don't know if there was a hidden agenda in that fucking comment where, like, oh, there's some hidden, I'm a bear. I don't know. Nerve Gorilla. Am I a bear? I don't know. You guys fucking tell me. I might be a bear. That could be why I won't have internet tomorrow because bears don't need that. Okay, one day I'm a fucking like jellyfish and to some use, and then the next I'm a bear. I don't know. All right, so we don't always need internet as bears and jellyfishes. Okay, but I would be happy to talk to you whether we agree. I'm all about that life. I'm never given the opportunity to chat with anybody directly. So let's don't make it count. Make it memorable for me, Nerve. This is like a first time thing for me. You know, yeah, like make it memorable, please. But yeah, I guess I'll wrap up about this bear thing. I don't know if there was an insult. I didn't take it. I didn't feel away when I watched the Joe Rogan compilation of bear. Joe Rogan, I don't know. Are you seeking advice on like to get over your fear of bears? Just don't fear them. Maybe I should find you a picture of my uncle dressed as a gorilla. And maybe then you just be scared of them. I don't know. They're not really that scary, Joe Rogan. Like they're really fucking not. Okay, but certainly if I were in the woods, they're like the way they're fucking creepy. I've never understood them to be like violent towards people, but like I said, never really researched. Unlike you, Joe Rogan, I don't pick fucking favorite animals and obsess over them and then move on like they didn't, like they didn't exist. Like, I love all animals, and I only study them when I have like major encounters with them. Would I say, Joe Rogan? Fucking, this is always all about fucking Joe Rogan, right? Like, what's his favorite animal? Nobody ever fucking asked me what's mine. Just like those, guys. A couple years ago, there was a meme. I'm trying to. I hate not seeing anything. There we go. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, what the fuck? Why? It's just irritating. I'd rather have something on here. Okay, can I just fucking edit this so at least you guys are seeing something? The fuck? Oh my god! Like, why would it? Guys, okay, so what's my fifth? Okay, so a couple years ago, couple years ago there was a meme floating around, right? Like, hey, like, did anybody ever like? No, none of you care. None of you ever asked what my favorite dinosaur was, and then that was like an open invitation for douchebags to message me and be like, I want to know. And then like, but the guy, I'm not being that girl. That's that. They didn't fucking care, you know. Like you could tell when people act genuine. Do you guys want to know my favorite dinosaur? First of all, I have a connection to dinosaur. I've always felt connected to Stegosaurus. There's like this like love. I've always had like this love with Stegos. You know, my favorite dino would be Stego. My favorite animal, I can't fucking choose, but I would say, as far as favorite, what like how I get along with, like connect with would always be the cat family. You know, the cat family, big cat, little cat. I connect with, I get along with cats, and we're very similar. People who find them all like snobby or whatever, guys, you gotta humble them, okay? You gotta make them a little neurotic. Like you got like, if you're kind of like they're kind of like me. Like if you are genuinely joking with me, right, and you kind of like teasing, right? But it's genuine, like that kind of like banter amongst friends. Yeah, like that's how you have to be with cats. You got to get them a little neurotic. You got to humble them a little bit, right? Essentially, torment them. You know, for lack of better word, not abuse, not fucking abuse, just humble, humble. Got to humble the felines, okay? And then they won't be like weird, you know. Yeah, you don't have to be like, oh, if you're not a cat person and you go to somebody's place who has a cat, and you just think, oh, maybe gentle, soft pet. No, like no, you fucking humble that thing. Start like tapping its thigh, like harass it, and they'll be cool. They'll become pretty cool. They like it. You just gotta get. You gotta do. You gotta open that kind of relationship. They're not gonna be first, you know. But so as far as like person like getting along with it's the cat family. But as far as like relating to, because certainly that predatory aspect of cats, I don't relate to because guys like I right now I eat meat. I'm probably going to lean back to vegetarianism just because that's what I'm being like. I feel like I should not I just feel like I should, because there's just time where I'm getting to the point where meat grosses me out again, and that's usually I bounce between like, you know, I was vegetarian for a while, and that's another thing that like can't make anybody happy. As a vegetarian, the vegans still hate you, and the fucking meat eaters fucking hate you. So what the fuck? I do what I fucking want, right? But if I had to kill my own animals for food, I certainly would just choose grass, guys. I can't kill animals like that. I can't. In that regard, I think it's weird when women. I don't know. Like maybe if you're whatever. This was about Okay, Joe Rogan, bears and his bear fear. I wish that guy Nate or whatever. I wish he told me why, because obviously I feel a little suspicious. You know, like, would you like me to comment? Like, would you like anything in particular you'd like me to know or respond to regarding Joe Rogan's obsession or fear of bears? I don't know. Tell him to get the fuck over it. Okay. And maybe to stop, maybe maybe they find you scary because, you know, like I don't know, you're walking in the woods with like a purple plaid fucking hunter suit. Who knows? Only God and the bears know what you fucking walk into the woods wearing, Joe Rogan. All right, I know you're supposed to wear orange and shit, but we know you have some weird twist to it. I'm sure that, you know, is very unique and probably off-putting to the bears or something. I don't know. Go study that. How do bears see color? maybe that's why you've been having, you know, like maybe they've been scared of you this whole fucking time, Joe. Do you ever fucking think that? No, seriously. But really, go look, go see how do bears view color? Certainly, if it's sensitive or it might. You're not appealing to the bears, Joe Rogan. Okay. All right, the way you dress. Yeah, don't be scared of them. Only be scared of the mechanical ones that don't exist anymore, that were in 70s and 80s and 90s. Funtime Pizza, that made me cry. And yeah, they're a very good luck symbol, I believe, when you see them. Like, you're not going out to hunt them. Okay. All right, there's literally no one here. It was nice to see some people. Why do you have so many? I understand. Yeah, I'll send a link tomorrow. No, I'd rather voice chat work. You have 5 minute slow mode chat on right now. Very difficult to talk tomorrow morning, but it's 8 a.m. You have internet tomorrow? Instead of gun owners caucus, instead of like this is the nicest guys. I hope is this like a friendship we're starting? Like no, it doesn't. Samantha, it's not always like love just because people like you come to, like you speak with them, okay? Get like you get this is how I get this is how I get in fucking troublesome situations. Guys, I just try to find one good thing in a human that I have like in it. Like I mentioned humor. It's like, oh, this guy said a funny thing once. Like, like, yeah, like he must, like, yeah, like, I'm gonna stick this out, try to find something. But certainly, I'm hoping I have some like-minded people in the regard of discussing things, agreeing to disagree. I speak a lot of that. I preach it a lot, right? But nobody ever allows me to fucking practice it because they're all scared of me, or I don't know, guys. Like, but yeah, I would love to. I'm old, and that's regarding anything. Truly, truly, truly. If you just ask me, I've always been that way, and it's always been my fucking guy. My motto hasn't always been, okay? Like, my motto's always been if you're bald enough or bold enough to ask, and it's not in a way that is, you're genuinely, I mean, who's to say, like, okay, I'm the judge of your intentions, but guys, when people are being away or whatever, and even if they are, I probably would, if you're ballsy enough to ask direct when those words, directly, like, hey, did you do this thing that was terrible, like whatever, I'd be like, yeah, this is what happened. I'd love to have that opportunity regarding everything, especially when you have like something weird going on, like do you ever have like a weird like cut or bruise, whatever, like something noticeable on like your face or body, like an injury, right, or something. It's one of those, like, you go to work and you you hope people ask because it makes it's so much more uncomfortable to have to tell every, like, oh, hey, I have this thing because this thing, this is why I have, like, make that makes you feel away, and people react like they're supposed to feel bad, like they don't draw, they like you make them feel uncomfortable. And then if anybody is ballsy enough to ask, that's cool. But some people won't ask at all and pretend like, let's stop. Don't let one of us say something. I'm so tired of me pointing this out to everybody. That's where like I have like social anxiety, guys, because it's just that weird, like awkward. I just wish we could get over that. But yeah, as far as like talk, I've always been like, man, I love directness. So yeah, if you're ballsy enough to ask, I will answer best I can. I don't like fighting. I've actually gone, goblin swarmers or what the fuck ever's. Like, I gotta say, you have helped me with not being so mm, internally, and this has been my life, guys. So like, just when somebody didn't agree with me, I wouldn't hold it against them. I wouldn't express it outwardly. I just felt like vengeance is mine, like this ain't over, just remember that. But I never actually, like in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, you're gonna love me and my opinion, okay, someday. It's really, maybe that's just an age thing as you get older too. Certainly, what I've been put through this last year has certainly aided in that because it's just such serious topics. That's what. Okay, guys. It's so serious topic, like they are, but they can be talked about, like we could it's so funny, like it's amazing with just fucking open, honest, heart to heart, swarm to swarm fucking conversation can accomplish with the right people, mature enough, willing to participate people. Yeah, I've always been like that, guys. You're bold enough to ask. I'm bold. I would love to answer, because God only knows how many fucking like versions of the untruth of it are out there. I'd love to clear my name in any regard. So, guys, get a list of fucking questions. Go ahead. It could be, it could be anything. Like, hey, like, do you shave down there? Saying like, what's your pubic hairstyle? Like, what's your like, what do you do? Like, what's up? I don't know. I'll probably answer that. You know, I repent probably wouldn't. Truly, truly, guys. But certainly, I'd rather, as far as this shit goes, this weird fucking community online shit. I'm always curious what I'm guys. It's never when I feel I'm being a victim of some definitely some type of crime. Okay, I'm open to the title or the naming. I'm always open to hearing like, hey, like I'm just used to being get. Truly, I have trust issues, and that I don't know if you guys are trying to convince me. I'm whatever. We'll see, right? I'm already. I see. I'm already. I'm being. I'm planning how our combo's gonna go. I'm actually excited. It's like a date. It's truly, this is a date to me. Oh my god! Like, wow, somebody from the internet is actually willing to like discuss something with me, even if they clearly don't seem to agree with me on particular things. But I'm, yeah, like guys, I would love to know, like, as far as me, I'll talk a little bit about the whole TI thing. My issue is, I mean, what better word is it? For me, I went with the whole gang stalking TI thing because, and I even mentioned in my video, I don't like calling it gangsta. I don't find words are very important to describe what you're experiencing. But what else am I to call it? My whatever with that community is I don't belong with them either. And they weirdly, many of them seem to know things that I say. Dude, they're spying on me too. So like, am I the top TI? Like, I don't fucking know, but I don't go out of cute. I just keep that. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what they're saying in their private home, you know? And they don't ever fucking dare. You would think, right? Being this I'm a homeless fucking TI, like, right? According to them, like, we're this TI community. I'm sticking up for them in the sense of like, hey guys, don't just attack people with mental, like, be open to what people have to say. Like, not everybody can explain things in a way that maybe makes them sound, guys, even me, like, but I've always been that way, like, open-minded to like, hey man, what's really going on here? I'm just a curious person. But yeah, like they don't. I would love to know. I'm so me, right? Like Samantha, I'm a homeless fucking I've been. Guys, I've literally like posted on my fucking birthday. I'm like, hey, you can like cigarettes, right? Like you would think somebody would like fucking cash at me, right? Like what, $10? No, and I don't even, and that's so not like me to do that. But you see all these other channels, I never fucking expect shit. I do this for my own like vlogging, but at this point it truly is entertaining. I enjoy it. I'm a loner, right? So like this is how I get my creative process, I express myself, right? But no, I never seek like, hey guys, feel free to donate. And even if people were willing to, I would never fucking ask. I wouldn't even ask for a fucking like or thumb. No, don't forget to thumbs up. You ain't gonna catch me begging for no fucking digital thumbs. All right, it's never gonna happen. Or don't like, share, and subscribe. No, all right. Death before dishonor, like I said. But anyhow, yeah, and you would think, right? This TI community, they would fucking, hey, oh my god, like, like. She's legit like homeless, okay, to the point where the warming station wasn't even, it was too warm for the warming station to open the other day. And I was legit like, oh my God, like I accepted my fate, right? I was kind of cool with it. I was just like handling it. No, right? You think I'd have like some guys, for the amount of people watching or whatever, knowing about me, you think, man, nobody gives a fucking shit. So that's my issue with the fucking targeted community or TI community, because many of them post very covert things as if they know what the things they're accusing others of doing, basically, they're doing to me. Okay, I just don't say it, but it's the truth. So that's why Nerve. I recently I've been seeing your channel for a while, and I'm like, is he actually like, or well, I assume because I did hear your voice, but he is he calling out these people like, hey, is he not necessarily on my side, but he's just calling out like, because I kind of agree with him on some of these people. I mentioned that on my one video about gang stalking. I don't know what these people are saying in their homes and their typings, the things they're accusing others of doing, and getting donations for sympathy. I receive none like them. And I also don't know what's going on in their private world. So I'm like a very rare case of like, I'm a TI, I'm like I said, top TI, because they don't discuss that, you know. And frankly, like I said, some of them maybe I don't watch them. I don't. I don't even watch them. Guys, I genuinely do just mostly watch myself because I've been so used to narcissistic parental abuse. You lose your identity just through life in general, right? Everybody goes through. You have to reacquaint with yourself, regardless of upbringing, right? It's just a process. Certainly, when you're in my environment, you know, I don't trust anybody's like when they say like, oh Sam, you're the, you know, like, oh you talk a lot with your hand. I don't know. They're not now. Self-awareness, right? You know, it's I that's the only way. Some people might consider it vain. Okay, that's okay. Now I'm vain because I like looking at. I want something. I talk better, guys, when I can see myself. It's a little all over the place. Now, I wasn't expecting you popping. All right, I best go get some rest because what's it already to? Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, I got. All right, so to wrap up, the reason I went on here was to just talk about bears real quick while I was getting my shit ready for bed, right? Just kind of organizing some shits. And yeah, I don't know why, sir, that you requested I watch Joe Rogan bear videos. I watched one compilation. He seems like, is that his biggest fear? Like Joe Rogan, talk about fear factor. Maybe we should put Joe Rogan through some fear factor challenges. You know, psychological, physical. Certainly, some should include bears. I would say, yeah, okay, guys, we need to do that. We need to fucking because he needs to if he's not going to end his podcast, he's not going to go to sleep. He's got to do something a little like different, you know, like okay, the Joe Rogan fear factor. Joe Rogan is the one doing all that shit. It's like his fucking labyrinth, right? His psychological labyrinth. I mean, what are all your fucking fears, Joe? Besides, is it just bears? Like, when did this start? Like, what's the bear thing about? I found the recent honey badger video funny. I kind of connected to that. The honey badger one was funny. But yeah, fuck bears. Don't worry about bears. Like I said, Joe Rogan, you need to fucking here's my conclusion on bears and Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, you need to research. If you haven't, do it again. Refresh your memory and look up how do bears see stuff, like bear vision, right? Like how do they see, like, do we know how bears view like like how they view stuff, right? Because certainly if they pick up colors and all that, like it's probably something you're doing. Honestly, it's gotta be one way. It maybe not fashion. It's gotta be knowing how fucking weird you are in general. It's something you're doing. It's something you're doing that the bears don't like. Okay, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm throwing out there. Yeah, like how about a fucking Fear Factor episode where you go through all that shit? All right, you know, like too legit to quit shit. You know, like actual fear. We're gonna go through you fucking Joe Rogan fanboys, right? The ones that got all like weird, the ones that came on my page when I talk. All you fucking fanboys that like I took attention off of yous or so. I don't know. Like I don't know anybody who I made like any man I made jealous by talking about Joe Rogan back in October. Go through all of his podcasts and talk, like, catch his like fear. Like anytime he's mentioned like little things like that, like actual fears. Yeah, we're gonna set that up for you. All right, good night, guys. I'm gonna try to be on here tomorrow. Okay, certainly, and I will end it with this. Even uh, this goes to all people. Okay, all people on the interwebs and in person. I much prefer you ask me direct questions regarding anything. And I have always believed. If you're bold, like I said, if you're ballsy enough or bold enough to ask me like directly, and it's even if there is some weird intention behind it, some underhanded fucking bullshit. If you're bold enough to ask direct, I'm 10 out of 10 times most likely like I will fucking answer it because I'm so used to persecution. I always want my side out. But yeah, guys, as far as watching me, that would be why too. So anyhow, thank you, people. Even if you're my, like hardcore enemies, I kind of love, this. Like, genuinely, I feel connected because you guys are the first nerd. You're the first person to actually, um, you know, chat with me. I've seen you open combo like, hey, you got any TIs out there want to argue? It's like, nah, I ain't taking that beat. I certainly will have a discussion though of like obviously I would prefer I don't have really questions for you. I'm assuming you would have more questions for me. I hope. Or we'd talk about anything. All right, guys. Good night. Good night, Bears. Good night, Joe Rogan. Good night, Nate Assy. And good night, Nerve, and all of your like 4 other personalities online. Good night. Sweet dreams.